Today we are looking at the Corsair HS60 Pro gaming headset. So we'll first be taking an unboxing of this gaming headset, and then we'll be taking a look at it in further detail, and then we'll have a little sound test, and then we'll have a mic test right at the end for you, and I'll sort of talk about my overall view of whether I think you should get this headset or not. Now, just before we jump into the unboxing, this was a Prime deal, so I only got this for £20, so I'm going to review it as a £20 item, although it is a £60 normal retail item, so you will have to bear that in mind. But as we go ahead, I'll probably talk about that a little bit further. But anyway, without further ado, let's unbox. So just a little tab at the back here, very easy just to pull that off. Yep. So I just put it that way, you should be able to see it. Decent packaging, first of all. I haven't really shown you the packaging, but pretty much sort of standard for any headset. So we have warranty guide here, and you get a 2-year warranty with this, I should add. The HS60 Pro surround sort of booklet user manual thing in different languages as well, which is nice. Your safety information, and then the actual headset itself, which comes fairly nicely packaged, I think, actually. Also as well, with the cord, it comes with like I think it's called like a TRRS cord, which is basically a combined headset and microphone sort of all in one jack, or like headphone and microphone jack all in one. So if you wanted to, you could part this out, but there's also USB dongle, which I'll include as well, which is here. Let me just see if it's just on here. So you just got a little sort of, just got this little pull thing here just to pull out. There we go. So, okay, there's the detachable microphone first of all. And that does actually have like a little muffler sort of thing, or like windshield sort of thing, which is nice as well, so you can use that or not use that if you want. And here's the little USB dongle, so you can plug in your headset into the little USB dongle. But we'll get onto that into a bit, but let's get right into the headset now. So here we are with the headset, and I'll get close-up shots as well as we go along. Quite a nice design. Let's see. It's actually labelled left and right on the ear cups as well, so a fair amount of sort of adjustment there on each side, not like loads. And it is actually marked with different positions, so it should stay into one lock position, hopefully, which I find some headsets, we put them into a position and they don't sort of lock, but this seems to lock fairly well, and even just trying to move that a little bit, there's a little bit of resistance there before you have to pull it into place, so that's nice. So kind of like a bit like plush leather on the top here, sort of like a nice cushioned sort of earband there, if you can see that well. So it's very nice, very cushioned. Obviously quite good cushioned the ear cups pretty well. I mean, I'll just put the headset on now and just see how it is. Yeah, let me just check it is the right way around. It is. Oh, sorry, that's right. So it does tell you which way as well, which is nice. So there we go, the cord will be on your left there, and this is quite comfortable actually. Just initially looking at this, I've actually got this at the lowest setting because I have got a fairly small head. Yeah, overall it is actually quite a quite nice fitting. Your actual ears don't sort of rest against the actual speakers there, against the actual sort of inbuilt speakers. They don't actually rest against them, so you've got a sort of little bit of resistance there before that. The buttons are quite nice. So the left ear cup, or what you're seeing as the right one here, it has your volume control, which is okay. I mean, you could probably say maybe on the cable that might be a bit more handy, but it's perfectly fine actually in the ear cup there. And then you've got your mic mute button, which is nice. So there's no like no feature that when you have the microphone in, when you pull it up, it doesn't mute or anything like that. So you will have to manually mute it with the button. So yeah, I'll just go on to the detachable microphone now. So the detachable microphone isn't going to be great, and if you are wanting to stream, obviously this isn't really the headset for you, unfortunately. So it is keyed, so it's only one way it will go in. So that fits in quite nice. So obviously you get, like I said, you get the windshield as well with that if you do want that, but that's only if you're in a sort of built up area and there's lots of traffic noise and stuff like that to try and sort of muffle that out. But really, if you're using that right by your PC, you're not really going to need that. But you know, there is like a little cap as well, so once you detach the microphone from there, you can put your little cap back on, and then that just fits back on like that nicely. So when you're not using your mic, the port's covered up, which is nice. Let's just see the cable here. Not particularly long. I'd say that's only about, okay, so it's about the width of my arms here going past. So that's probably about sort of won't be 3, probably be about 2.5 meters or something, maybe 2 meters, I don't know, something like that. Not the biggest cable, but I think if you've got this under your desk or your computer's on your desk or on your desk, that's going to be perfectly fine. It's going to be enough. As I said, the USB dongle is here, so that will just plug into here, and then you plug that into USB if you want to use the USB. I think to get the surround sound, or the sort of like fake surround sound, it's not like a real surround sound, it's like a sort of virtual surround sound. You need to plug in the USB, otherwise you won't get that. And also, if you're using only the one jack on your PC, you will need a splitter if you want to use this with the microphone and the headphones, because only the headphones are going to work if you plug that into your headphone port in your motherboard or in your external sound card or what have you. So I'd probably suggest actually just using the USB. There's no RGB on this one. No RGB that lights up, but for me personally, I actually prefer non-RGB anyway, and I don't really want the whole RGB stuff. But obviously if you're a streamer, this really probably isn't going to be the ideal headset for you, because you probably are going to want that little bit of RGB or a little bit bling in your headphones. And also the microphone is very average. But what I'll do now is just go off camera and I'll just have a little sort of play with the sound and see how good it is, and then we'll also do a mic test as well. So I've had a few minutes now just to test the headset and see what it's like. I'd say overall, I'm no audiophile, but overall it's decent. It's set up probably what I'd say pretty much perfectly in terms of out of the box. It's, you know, the bass is okay but not overpowering, and generally the headset just sounds really crisp and really good, and it's certainly a solid headset. I'd certainly say, you know, obviously the price I paid of only £20, that's an exceptional price for this headset, because it's clearly a better headset than a £20 headset. It's very clear, it is very good. Overall, if you're playing a game and you do want to put that surround sound on, I think it would be very good, and you would be able to tell where opponents are a bit better, and it would give you maybe a slight edge. I certainly would say though, if you would want to go pro, or if you really want to be serious with your games, then obviously this headset probably isn't good enough, and you would need to invest in a very good headset, probably like £100 or more, if you obviously want to go into that price range. But for £65, which I just looked recently, what do I think overall for a £65 headset? I'd probably say if I was going to pay £65, I probably would want a wireless headset, actually, if I'm being honest. For me, I still think the wire is a little bit of a problem, and I know for most people that isn't a problem, but if I'm paying £65, I kind of feel I'd want a wireless headset. I do think, looking on the market, there was I've forgotten the actual name of it, but I'll probably put it below just to say the name. But there's a Logitech wireless headset for around about £50 odd or so, and that probably looks like a decent buy to me. It's probably going to be near enough sort of same sound quality, and I think the microphone was actually a little bit better than this one from reviews and stuff that I've seen. But the price I got it for was exceptional, and unfortunately you can't buy it for that price currently. That sale had gone and you had to be quick to get it. Unfortunately, it was probably only about a 12-hour sale or something on the final Prime Day. I think it's the 13th of July, which I got it for. And £20 an absolute steal. And obviously, I'd say anywhere from about sort of £40 lower, yes, buy this headset, because it is a very good headset. I think build quality wise, looks pretty solid. Obviously, you know, it's only plastic, but it's certainly solid enough, and it's going to do you a nice job there. You know, you've got the plush leather. You've got comfort there as well. It's not just your sort of standard gaming headset, which is just sort of been thrown together by sort of other manufacturers and that. This is actually properly sort of thought out and designed pretty well, I think. You know, this is a solid headset for sure, but £65, I personally wouldn't pay that out of my own money, but obviously this is your choice and it's up to you. I should just put the microphone test here now. So this is the mic test for the Corsair HS60 Pro surround headset. As you can tell, it's average at best. It's not going to do you great in terms of if you're talking to mates on a game, then you're perfectly fine. If you're having a gaming session, just want to talk to your mates and what have you, it'd be enough. But certainly if you're wanting to stream, you've got to get a dedicated microphone really, because this microphone just isn't going to be up to par. Or potentially if you don't want this microphone, then or if you do want a microphone with a headset and you don't want to get an external mic, then obviously you'd have to spend more on a headset to get a better quality mic. But this will do for just talking to your mates and what have you, but it's nothing more than that. So obviously you could hear the microphone there. Like I was saying, not very good quality, will get you by, but obviously if you're streaming, you know, you have to get something external really. It's just not going to be worth it. I'd say, yes, if you're streaming, probably this isn't the headset for you. Like I say, you're probably going to get RGB and probably go a bit fancy with your setup and what have you, because that's kind of the way it kind of seems to be with streamers nowadays. They want a very elaborate setup and what have you. But if you're playing on your own with mates, it's going to be perfect, this little headset. And like I said, £40 and below, I would certainly buy this headset, but at 65, I'd be a little bit cautious. It's still going to be overall a decent headset, but I just think the £65 is a little bit steep for what it is. So yeah, if you like this little overview, unboxing and sort of a very quick review, then let me know in the comments overall what you think of this headset. Did you buy it on Prime Day, or what do you think overall of this headset? I would like your opinions, and obviously subscribe if you are liking the videos here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.